WNBA star Brittney Griner and former Marine Paul Whelan could be one step closer to coming home tonight. President Biden is scheduled to meet with their families tomorrow at the White House to talk about plans to secure their release from Russian prisons. Correspondent Kelly Meyer joining us live from Washington, D.C. with the latest. So, Kelly, what exactly can we expect to come out of this meeting?
Well, there's one key part here, Marnie, and that's Russia. And right now, Moscow is not playing ball. President Biden plans to meet with the families, Brittney Griner's wife and Paul Whelan's sister, tomorrow at the White House to tell them that this remains front of mind for him and his administration. But there really hasn't been any movement on the proposal that the U.S. made and the Biden administration made now months ago to Russia, offering a prisoner swap. Russia still has not accepted that proposal. Here's the White House press secretary talking about that today.
We would love to be saying today that we have news about Brittney and Paul coming home today. That is, unfortunately, that is not where the negotiations are at this time. Again, the Russians should accept the offer that's at the table, and we will encourage them to do that.
The White House saying they have followed up on that offer repeatedly, but Russia still has yet to accept it. And in the meantime, the White House is distancing themselves from a former U.S. ambassador to the United Nations who was working privately to bring Americans detained back home, saying that they should work with the State Department in coordination with them and that it could actually complicate matters more. Marnie?
All right. So again, that meeting with the families and the White House is tomorrow. Also, Kelly, the Russian President Vladimir Putin met with the Chinese President Xi Jinping today, and Ping shared a surprising admission.
Yeah, that's right. President Vladimir Putin conceding that the Chinese leader had, quote, questions and concerns over the war in Ukraine. And this is surprising because up until now, China really hasn't called out Russia for its invasion, condemned Russia. They didn't impose sanctions, and they asked Putin to push off his invasion until after the Beijing Olympics. Putin saying he appreciated, quote, the balanced position. This was their first face-to-face meeting since the war began. No extended offer of help, though, to Russia, who has suffered losses in the war, and the two partners have grown closer in recent years and intend to continue working together on issues, quote, concerning each other's core interests. Xi also saying that he was very happy to, quote, meet his old friend again. Marnie?
Happy, concerning for most of the rest of the world, though. All right, Kelly, thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.